Hi there folks, thanks for clicking onto my channel today. This is Cooking with Sasha China, and today I'm going to show you how I do my version of Thai chicken satay. And of course you need your chicken, and the other ingredients you're going to need is some coriander seeds and cumin seeds. Saute them off in a dry pan, get them nice and brown. They're going to go in the pestle and mortar first, and then after that you're going to add in your thinly sliced lemongrass, galangal, ginger, sugar, ground cinnamon, ground turmeric and ground cloves as well. The sugar as well, it can be the white sugar or the brown sugar, totally up to you guys as well. You're going to need about a cup of coconut milk as well. You're going to need about a tablespoon of rice wine vinegar and about a ramekin full of water, because it's going to be a marinade slash brine. You know, got to make that chicken nice and succulent. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to do that. So like I said, toast off your herbs. I'm going to go from there. Let's see if my magic little button works. Okay, so once you've toasted off your coriander seeds and cumin seeds, you're then going to want to pop them into your pestle and mortar like so. And we're going to ground that up into a nice fine powder. Okay, so now once I've got it into a nice fine powder, I'm going to add in the lemongrass and the galangal and the ginger, which I have here, and sort of all mixed together. So lemongrass in, like that. Galangal, which is basically a Thai ginger. It's just got a little bit more of a subtle taste than actual ginger, but I always like to cook with both, just to get a bit of variety in there. And now we're going to make this into a nice smooth paste as well. I didn't mean paste, I meant into a nice fine. Okay, so once you've got it all mixed up nicely together, now we're going to add in the other ingredients. So it's our turmeric here, our white sugar, our ground cloves and ground cinnamon as well. So normally, hold on, this is actually, this point I transfer it into my other bowl. Sorry folks. Okay, so now we're going to transfer all of this into this bowl here, because we're going to have to add in the liquid ingredients as well, and it's not going to be enough room. Clove, turmeric, cinnamon and sugar. Okay, so now you've got that in your bowl, a pinch of salt in there, some pepper. Oh, my light's gone off, okay. The rice wine vinegar. Oh my lord. Our coconut milk. Get it all in there, lovely, smells lovely too. Give it a nice mixeroo, like so. That, and then we're going to add in our water. So I'm just going to let that thin out a little bit more and add in the water. Okay, so we've got our marinade for our chicken satay all ready. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to let that sit, and we're going to crack on with getting the chicken ready. Alrighty, okay, so I've got my chicken ready here. I'm using chicken thighs. So what you're going to want to do now is cut them into thin strips or thick strips, however you want to do your chicken satays. So I like to just tidy them up a little bit. As you can see, they're perfectly fine, but I just like to get rid of a lot of the excess fat there, but I like to also keep some on there as well, because it does add to the flavour. Alrighty, so make sure you're all prepped for everything. I've got my marinade here. Obviously this hand's touched chicken, this one hasn't. So yeah, we're going to start prepping that now. Okay, So my chicken has all been cut up and popped into the marinade. Once that's in, I've then added in 2 spring onions, just snap them up, threw them in there, put in some garlic puree as well, just to add a bit of zhuzh in there as well, and also some red chili flakes as well. So what we're going to do now is leave this. I don't know why I just did that. Leave it, put the lid on, pop it in the fridge for all night, and then tomorrow we're going to make the chicken satays. So always prepare this the night before or the day before. If you want to do it the same day, you can do it, but just try and do it in the morning and then cook the satays later in the evening. But this is for a special dish. Yeah, special dish that I'm going to cook tomorrow. So yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Okay, and we are back to the next day. So our chicken satay has been marinating beautifully overnight in our marinade / brine that we made. And if you look at that color, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Righto, so what we're going to do now is actually sew them onto the sticks. So what you're going to want to do first, a couple of things beforehand, is get your satay sticks, soak them in some water for at least 20 minutes prior to doing this step. Get your surface all nice and covered. Get your baking sheet or tray and rack all ready. I've only got that and my little tray that I'm going to cook it on there. Get your oven preheating. I've got it on about 180. We're going to cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes or up to 30, it depends. Just make sure that chicken is cooked on the inside. As you can probably see here, got my spring rolls there. This is a completely different video. I've actually done videos for these before. I've got my hot soup in the background. Special dish, special dish. Righto, okay, let's get ready to sew these chicken satays on. So for this process, I am going to be wearing some gloves. Totally up to you what preference you want to do. So I'm going to do one, show you, and then I'm going to pause the video and we'll go from there. So I've got my thigh meat, way a bit slippery there, hello, and I'm going to sew that on. Just be careful not to stab yourself, because you don't want to stab yourself. Well, yeah, no, don't stab yourself. Go. And try and get that a bit like that, and just try and move them down a bit. So these ones are going to be quite big, as you can see there. One thing you do want to do also is try not to get the end exposed. Try and cover that with a piece of chicken there. Wait, I could have sewed that bit on. Never mind. Alrighty, and yeah. So what I'm going to do now, take my glove off, throw that in the bin like that. And okay, so now I'm going to do the rest of the chickens and we'll come back when that's done. Remember? Okay, so our chicken satays are done. I've placed them onto my rack here. I've also put tinfoil on the bottoms here to stop the sticks from burning. But as you can see, so now that's going to drip all the fat on there. But obviously, since they're the chicken thighs, you are really meant to chop them up into thin strips and then sew them on. But I like to do my chicken satays like this, like the one whole piece of thigh on there with a bit of extra fat on there, because fat is always very good for you, but not good for you at the same time. Alrighty, so we're going to pop that into our preheated oven at 180. Cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes or a little bit longer, depending on if your chicken is cooked. Obviously, your chicken needs to be cooked, and then we'll go from there. Alrighty, guys, see you soon. So the chicken satays are done. They've cooked nicely. So halfway through, I did turn them over and also coated them with some coconut milk. But as you can see, these guys look super amazing and they smell absolutely divine as well. Alrighty guys, well thanks for clicking onto my channel today. This was Cooking with Sasha China. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye now.